Live with another one, guys. Okay, we are live with another one. All right, the mic is hot. You already know what this is, guys. This is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel, the only channel where the fans come first, not last. All right, guys. We are going to continue, okay? The end of an era fight marathon, guys. Okay. We're going to continue it. The first one, okay? The first one. And when I say first one, the first fight that I actually wanted to, rewatch and, share with everybody on this community. And basically, tell everybody if you want to look back at 2025, some of the great fights of 2025 will have to be these particular ones. And the first one was Max Holloway, okay, versus Dustin Poirier, guys, okay? That was a phenomenal fight. If you guys haven't watched that one, you guys should watch that one. It's a good rewatch. And then yesterday, okay, we watched Alex Pereira versus Khalil Roundtree. I thought that was a great rewatch as well. Okay, and today we're going to watch actually two fights. Instead of just watching one fight, we're going to actually watch two back-to-back fights that I think they're both good rewatch, fights. And yeah, guys, this is the end of an era, guys. Fight marathon, okay? Because it really is. It's the end of an era. ESPN and the UFC, they will no longer be. And now Paramount and the UFC is the new future, okay? No more pay-per-views. But here we go, guys. Here we go. The first fight we're going to actually watch and we're going to actually break down, okay, would have to be Sup OE, what fights we got on? Well, today we're going to rewatch, okay, two particular fights, okay? It's not only going to be one, okay? It's going to be two particular fights. And today we're going to watch Michael Chandler versus Paddy the Baddy Pimlet, guys. Okay, that's going to be the fight that we're going to rewatch. One of the fights that we're going to rewatch, and the next fight we're going to we're going to watch after is the main event, actually. Okay, Volk versus Lopez, guys. Two fights that we should break down, and I'm going to break down, Paddy the Baddy a little bit more in this fight as well, just based on his performance and based on what's going to go on in 2026. According to plans, it might be Ilia Topuria. But let's break down this fight, guys. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Michael Chandler. Okay, Michael Chandler versus Paddy Pimlet, guys. This was a fun fight. This was a very fun fight. This was very interesting. I did I did pick Paddy Pimblett to win this fight, but watching it live and then rewatching it, it's two different stories, and I'll tell you why. Because while you're watching it live, guys, you're listening to the commentators, and the commentators are just, when it comes to Daniel Cormier and Joe Rogan, they do a very good job of selling a narrative. Okay, kind of scary. Paddy got to rank 5 off of all guys who are on mad losing streaks. Yeah, Mustard, I agree with that one. That's a good point. That's the reason why we're going to break down this fight. Here we go. First round, guys. Here we go. Just based on what I'm seeing with Paddy Pimblett, man, he has, don't get me wrong, he has good striking. I'm not going to say he has great striking. He has good striking. He has good striking. He can be dangerous on the feet. He has a good, calf kick. Um, but the longer the fight goes, for Paddy Pimblett, the sloppier he ends up looking. Okay, that's the reason why I wouldn't say he's a great striker. He really isn't. Here we go now. Michael Chandler takes down Paddy Pimblett here in the first round with 3 minutes and 37 seconds left in this first round. Here comes Paddy Pimblett right now. He's getting hit right now. Michael Chandler doing a good job of controlling him right now. Michael Chandler doing a great job of controlling him. Now let me pause it there. The problem with Paddy is the defense, striking every time he backs up, he gets caught. Yeah, Mustard. That's a great point right there. That's another thing about Paddy Pimblett. Well, we're gonna actually break that down a little bit more because his striking is awful. I mean, his not striking, his defense. His defense is awful. Paddy Pimblett's defense is awful. Virtually no head movement. He doesn't really keep his hands up really well, and it's not like he's using any creative lateral movements to get away from you or to land his strikes. You know what I mean? Mustard says it's usually when he disengages from throwing a combination. I agree with that. I agree with that. He does have some power on his feet now. I mean, he does have some power on his feet, but I do agree with that one. Now, here comes Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler is able to pick him up, take him down. Michael Chandler is a powerhouse. You know what I mean? He's just a powerhouse, a little guy who's just super strong, super athletic. He reminds me of Sean Shirk. If you guys who know who that is, then one of the old school guys. He reminds me of Sean Sharp. Now this can be a way for Ilya Taporia to make this fight a little bit more interesting if Paddy Pimblett does fight Ilya Taporia and is looking that way. I mean, Ilya Taporia has great wrestling, great Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I think he'll be able to take down Paddy Pimblett fairly easily. So, does Paddy Pimblett have good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Yeah, he does, but we haven't seen him at an elite level. Yeah, he was able to dominate Michael Chandler here in this fight with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well. But that's Michael Chandler, guys. The guy hasn't really. I mean, his last win was, a dead body of Tony Ferguson, guys. Okay, but let's continue watching this fight now. Right now, Michael Chandler is on his back. Okay, he has a good clinch on the hips right now. He has control of Paddy Pimblett's right arm, which is very, very good, high level right there. You know, when it comes to back to what I was saying about Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier, look, I like those guys, but it's to me they almost they do a great job of selling a narrative because here they are at the end of the fight with Paddy Pimblett and Michael Chandler here, and at the end of the fight they're like, Paddy Pimblett is a lot better than what we thought than what we thought he was. I'm sitting here like, what are you talking about? After watching this fight, I actually think he's a little bit more terrible. What are they talking about? But that's just my opinion, guys. As usually when let me see, Mustard says this would be a huge issue against someone like Ilya who could just slip Paddy's shots and catch him with a hook or an overhand, which is usually the shot he gets hit by. Yeah, he does get hit by an overhand. You know what I mean? He's liable to that, and he's liable to get hit by jabs and straight punches as well. He doesn't really use any great head movement, guys. He really doesn't. Here comes Paddy Pimblett jumping off of the fence and trying to go for a triangle there, but it doesn't work. He ends up landing. Michael Chandler ends up landing in his guard. Oh, here we go. Paddy Pimblett is back to his feet now. Now that's one thing that I did like about Paddy Pimblett is that he was able to get back up to his feet fairly quickly. So that's that's definitely gonna be utilized if Ilya Taporia goes in there and uses some of his wrestling. But on the there goes an overhand. It lands for Michael Chandler. Now when it comes to Paddy Pimblett, man, he's not really athletic. Like he really isn't. Like it's not like he's moving fast and he's on his tippy toes and he's like, in and out. He really isn't, man. You know what I mean? He's flat on his feet right now. This is the first round, guys, and he's flat on his feet. Hands are down. You know what I mean? I mean, no great combinations here. Just throwing, one twos, and overhands and lower leg kicks. I mean, I don't think, and that push kick is pretty good. He uses it really well. But I don't think he's any threat to Ilya Taporia at all. This might be Ilya Taporia's easiest fight, to be honest with you. Yeah, he's dangerous. He has power on his feet, like I said, but I don't know about this. All right. I don't know about this guy, to be real. Paddy Pimblett has nasty knees as well. He does have nasty knees, and that's how the fight ends, actually. It is really by a nasty knee and by ground and pound, but it all started with a knee. Well, that was the end of the first round there. Man, you feel for Michael Chandler. You feel for that guy. That guy, you know what I mean? He's still waiting on that Conor McGregor, fight. Guy is he's gonna be waiting forever, to be honest with you, excuse me, because I don't know if Conor McGregor ever comes back to the UFC, guys. I really don't. I don't know if that's even possible anymore. You know what I mean? Mustard says, I even think Gaethje could be an issue with his side slips. Yeah, that's another guy right there that he has no head movement at all either, really. I mean, yeah, he has good side slips, but that guy is stiff as a board as well, guys. Justin Gaethje is stiff as a board as well, and he gets hit a lot. He gets hit a lot, man. Yeah. I hope Justin Gaethje retires soon, man, because the way he's talking, it just I'm telling you guys, he's a CTE patient, guys. CTE patient. And I don't mean that as disrespect. It's just pure facts, guys. Okay, pure facts. Michael Chandler doing a good job of pushing forward and landing some punches here in the early in the second round. That lower calf kick is dangerous for Paddy Pimblett. That thing is it works. It works. It really does. Here we go with Daniel Cormier talking about Paddy Pimblett's striking got a lot better. It's like, are you out of your mind right now? What are you seeing right now that makes you say that his striking got better? The guy is flat on his feet. You know what I mean? When he throws punches, his feet actually get crisscross at points. You know what I mean? He's not this elite technical striker. I'm sorry at all. I don't see it. I can see Patty stopping him with knees though. I don't see Ilya Taporia being stopped by Patty the Batty any which way, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. I'm being real. Based on what I'm seeing right now, this is Michael Chandler, guys. Put that in your mind. Michael Chandler is a dead body, okay, walking around the cemetery, okay, with a shovel, okay, waiting to bury himself. Because, guys, the guy is not winning, elite level fights when we're talking about Michael Chandler. Yeah, he's a fun fighter, but guys, come on, let's be real. Michael Chandler should have went in there and dominated this fight. And no, this is not a pure domination. Not at all. Let me see. Eddie Spaghetti says, hello, handsome. How you doing, Eddie Spaghetti? Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. Uh, I wouldn't mind Justin's last fight being against Michael Chandler or Dan Hooker. I think that the Michael Chandler fight might be more reasonable. You know what I mean? I don't see Dan Hooker. Well, I would want to see Dan Hooker fight him again, for he could beat his ass. You know what I mean? That would be awesome. But I don't think that fight happens either. Now, I was talking about Patty would stop Gaethje with knees. That's a possibility. I could see that happening. Yeah, I could see that happening for sure. For sure. I agree with you, Mustard. I agree with you on that one. That's a good take, actually. That is a good take, guys. But here we go. Michael Chandler lands a low blow on Paddy Pimblett, and now he's going to try to utilize the wrestling here in the second round with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go, and he gets the takedown. Good at control. Paddy Pimblett is trying to get back up to his feet. Damn. Michael Chandler got a little bit too high when he took Paddy Pimblett's back. Just a little bit too high. And it's like, why? Why would you do that to yourself? Now you're in a bad position getting hit with elbows with 2 minutes left and Paddy the Baddy's on top of you. Out of control, guys. You know what I mean? Let's talk about you talk about fight IQ. Virtually no fight IQ. Okay? Virtually none. All right. It sucks not to have more Chandler this year. I like to see him fight maybe BSD or Rafael Fiziev when Rafael Fiziev recovers. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I think Michael Chandler is gonna wait for that Conor McGregor fight. I think that's what he wants. He wants that to be his last fight, and that's possibly what it's gonna be. That's possibly what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? The White House card is gonna look like I think the White House card is gonna look like this, guys. Now that everything is shaping out to look like what it is, I think John Jones will have his opportunities against Alex Pereira at the White House card. I think that's gonna most likely headline. John Jones versus Alex Pereira at the White House card. Here comes Paddy the Baddy right now. Okay, he's on Michael Chandler's back, landing some nasty combinations here, nasty elbows with 55 seconds left. Now he's hitting him with some elbows and ground and pound. The referee might have to step in and save Michael Chandler for the beating that Paddy the Baddy is putting on him with this groundwork. Now he's trying to go for a rear naked choke here. All right, he has a body triangle right now. Paddy the Baddy does a good job with his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu once the fight hits the ground. Did want to say that. But um, going back to what I was saying, the White House card, I think John Jones, Alex Pereira would headline. I think the next fight will be Islam versus Ilya Taporia. And then after that, or before that, it'll be Kayla Harrison versus whoever the hell she's gonna fight. A bunch of dead bodies. And then I don't know who else. I don't know who else, but that's the way it's gonna look. My only issue with him fighting Connor is I feel like he'll be going into it with zero credibility. Uh, I mean, I think both guys have no credit right now, in my opinion. When it comes to Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor, look, Michael, Michael Chandler, if he ever gets that fight, should appreciate the moment first and foremost. And when it comes to Conor McGregor, I mean, he should definitely appreciate the moment because I mean, the guy is catching cases in bathroom stalls, guys. Okay, the fact that he's even able to fight anyone besides cases, what I mean, he should be happy about. All right. All right, guys, we're about to hit the third round. I believe this is the third round coming up. Here goes Daniel Cormier trying to sell his podcast live on a pay-per-view freaking co-main event. Wonder how many times he says that during this pay-per-view. Still don't get no views. No, I'm just playing around, guys. I'm joking. I'll prefer Connor's last fight to be either Nate Diaz or Dustin Poirier, or even even though Poirier is retired, he'll still beat Connor's ass. Yeah, I think so as well. This is the third round now we're getting into, but I do think so. I agree with you. Code says, "Are you a certified YN?" I don't think so. There goes Michael Chandler trying to land some combinations here. Oh, he lands a knee that ends up cutting Michael Chandler on his left cheek. Oh man, he's getting cut up right now. Oh man. Michael Chandler now is opening up, landing some combinations, goes for a single leg to a high quad, switches. Now he has a good control of it. Oh, there goes another. There goes his first takedown. Actually, now he has Michael Chandler's back. This is where the fight gets dangerous right here, guys. You're a certified YN. I don't even know what that is, guys. Okay, probably not. Probably not. You know what I mean? You know. Look at that. That was a nasty knee that ended up landing right on Michael Chandler's cheek, man. Now Michael Chandler is just pure. He's pouring blood, guys. Just pouring blood all over the place. Man, he was doing well too. Before that knee landed, he was doing well. Now he's getting beat to a pulp. Patty Pimblett is landing 12 to 6 elbows to the back of the head. Unbelievable, man. My gosh. Christian says, "Bro, what is going on? I saw end of an era on the title of the live stream." Yes, my guy, it's the end of an era, guys. This is the end of an era fight marathon, guys. Okay, we're going back and we're reflecting on specific fights for 2025. Okay, it's the end of an era. No more ESPN and the UFC, guys. Okay. Mustard says after Chandler's loss to Patty, I think he's one loss away from a title shot, well earned. Did I read that right? What? Oh gosh. Here comes Patty the Batty just landing some nasty combination. Referee have to save his life. And that's the end of that fight, guys. That's the end of that fight. And the conclusion of that fight is that these guys, these announcers, these they really they do and they do their due diligence to try to sell a narrative. They're talking about Michael Patty the Batty is a lot better than what we thought. He's a lot better than what he is. Here comes Patty the Batty saying, "What now, my guy? You beat a dead body. What are you so happy about? You beat a guy that hasn't won in about 3 years. Unbelievable, unbelievable." Now, guys, awful, awful. When it comes to Patty the Batty, he's gonna get his head caved in by Ilya Taporia, guaranteed, guys, guaranteed. I see it. I see it happening. You know what I mean? Patty the Batty's gonna get hurt in there, guys. He's gonna get brutalized. He's gonna get hit with an overhand hook, and then he's gonna fall. Patty the Batty's gonna get hit with a bunch of ground and pound, and it's gonna be vicious. I mean that like that. All right, that knee that landed on Michael Chandler right there was vicious. Great takedown by Patty the Batty. He goes in there, lands some punches, and the fight is over, guys. The fight is over. Now the next fight we're gonna watch is Volk versus Lopez, guys. That's the next fight we're gonna watch. We're gonna break that one down. In my opinion, Patty is just like a Sean O'Malley, skilled guy backed by the UFC and multiple narratives, but they'll never be the top guys. I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't think Patty the Batty will be a champion. I'm sorry. I don't. I don't see it happening. I think the guy's a joke, in my opinion. He's all happy. Patty Pimley is all happy in there. My guy, you barely beat that. Well, I don't want to say you barely beat that guy, but guy, you beat somebody who hasn't won in so long. Okay, and he was catching you on the feet, my guy. This guy is a joke. This fucking guy is a joke, man. Also, I dig O'Malley versus Sandhagen on the White House card. I wish that could happen. You know what I mean? But when it comes to Sean O'Malley, I guarantee you guys, okay, his next fight is gonna be a gimme fight. You know what I mean? It's gonna be an easier fight for him. Somebody who's gonna be short, somebody that is gonna be easy for him to land his combinations, use his length. It's gonna be somebody like that. You know what I mean? Um, it probably be Song Yadong. You know what I mean? Somebody like that. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's going to be a Corey Sandhagen. That's too much of a threat. If Sean O'Malley, ends up having back-to-back losses, two like three back-to-back losses, no, 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 no. The UFC is they don't want that to happen. So it's definitely going to be somebody else. Song Yadong is pretty dangerous still. Yeah, pretty dangerous and cheating. Okay. Go back to my shorts that I made, okay, and my UFC fight predictions when he fought Henry Cejudo. I called it, guys. I called it. I said when the going gets tough, Song Yadong is going to cheat his way into a win. And what did he do? He poked Cejudo right in the eye, okay? And now that eye poke was vicious. It was not a Tom Aspinall situation, okay? But hopefully Song Yadong can poke his way into a win, follows himself into a win with Sean O'Malley. You know what I mean? Because I don't see Sean O'Malley fighting Sandhagen. Not anytime soon. He needs to get one more. He needs to get a win underneath his belt, and then from there, he's probably going to be talking about going back for the belt, guaranteed, guys. One fight winning, 3 fight losing streak, 1 fight winning streak, and he's back in title contention, guaranteed, guys. Okay. That's the way the UFC does things with them. Okay, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, like I always say, this is your channel. Okay, I am just a pilot. All right, the only channel where the fans come first, not last. Patty the Batty is all happy here. I mean, come on, guys. You lost against a dead body. Unbelievable. But here we go, guys. The next fight we're going to watch is Lopez versus Volk. Definitely a good watch. Okay. Definitely a good watch. We're going to watch this one. We're going to break this one down. Because I wonder when Volk is going to fight. He hasn't fought in a little bit. He hasn't fought in a little bit. So I wonder when his next fight is going to be. I know he's not going to fight 2026. So I wonder if he's going to be on that White House card early January. Uh, Either that or for the love of Christ, please move O'Malley up to featherweight. He moves up to featherweight. He's losing. He's losing every fight there. He's going to lose every fight there. Guaranteed. He won't win nothing. Okay, the guy will not win anything. Nine in a row for Patty the Batty. Whatever you say, my guy. Whatever you say. Christian says, "Man, I am not going to lie, but Islam Makhachev absolutely demolished Jack Danamalena. Jack had absolutely nothing for Islam, and his ass got whooped." Christian, I agree with you. I agree with everything that you just said. To be honest with you, I'm just being real. You know what I mean? You are definitely right. Okay. I'm sorry. You are not wrong at all. Okay. At all. JDM, he was keeping that belt warm. He was keeping that belt warm for Islam Makhachev, guys. Okay. Mustard says there will be fun. There will be fun fights there. Maybe Yair or Lopez. They both knock him out. They both knock him out easily. You fight Yair Rodriguez. Yair Rodriguez outsizes him. He out techniques him. He knocks him out clean. And that's Yair Rodriguez, another dead body. Okay. It was so, and if he fights Lopez, oh my god, guaranteed knockout. It was so bad. He even had Jack crying. He had him crying. He had him complaining. He had him looking like this. What is going on, guys? His freaking corner were confused themselves. They didn't know what to tell him. The only thing they could tell him is, "You can knock him out. You can knock him out." That's the only advice they ever gave him. It's like unbelievable. Can you? You guys are coaches. This is why he paid you guys. This is why he paid you. Top dollar to be in his corner. Give him some advice, some sound advice. Not talking about, oh, you can knock him out with one punch. What type of advice is that? Give me a technique, damn it. Unbelievable, guys. Sorry, I just had to say that. I had to say that. But here we go, guys. We got Lopez versus Volk. This is a terrific fight here. Terrific fight. We're gonna rewatch it. We're gonna break it down. You know what I mean? I mean, is it Morales? Morales fighting Volk next, guys? Is that what it is happening? I wonder if that is what is going on. Why did this go so low? What's going on? The commercial had nothing to offer. Excuse me, guys. But here goes the main event, guys. Okay, the main event of the evening. Alex Pereira versus Diego Lopez. This is a fun fight. I like to see Jack come back and fight Michael Morales. Yeah, I don't know who JDM comes back and fight. Maybe Buckley. Maybe JDM should fight Buckley. They're both coming off of losses. Why not? Christian says, "Ha ha 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 ha. What kind of advice is that? That is a messed up bombshell. Honestly, guys, it was awful. No advice at all. Okay, zero advice that came from that corner of JDM. They were all confused. Man, Volk is a phenomenal fighter, man. Volk is a phenomenal fighter. He really is. Late into this fight with Lopez, Lopez was finding success in that fourth round. You know what I mean? Uh, but Volk stood in the fight, man. He stood in the fight. Lopez has power, man. That guy has power. Maybe that, or fight the winner of Gary Bilal or Shavkat. Maybe, possibly. That's a good one. That'll be good. That'll be good. Who you think wins that fight? Who you guys thinking is winning this Saturday? Ian Gary or Bilal Muhammad? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I think Below Muhammad takes it, guys. I think he out wrestles him. I think he takes him to the ground. He ground and pound him. I think he out strikes him on the feet. I think that's what's gonna happen. It is a 3 round fight, so it does favor Ian Gary, but still. I got Below coming, making a comeback, but unfortunately, I see him dominating, being a guard dog for the division because he won't want to fight Islam. Maybe. Had to fast forward these announcements, but here we go. We got Bruce Buffer making his announcements. Volk versus Lopez. Christian says, "Man, if I had to compare that advice to the advice that Leon Edwards gave to him at UFC 278 after round four, it was way better than this ridiculous advice from UFC 322." I'm telling you, I agree. It was terrible advice, guys. It was awful. The worst advice you could ever get from your coaches is no advice because they gave him no advice. Okay, awful, just awful. This fight was held in Miami, Florida. Volk versus Lopez. Here we go. Can you announce him? All right, here we go. It's time, guys. It is time. Oh no! What the hell did I just do? Oh my gosh! Why did I do that? Oh my gosh! What was that about? Oh my gosh! Hold on a second, guys. Unfortunately, I messed up. I did a boo boo. Oh man, what just happened? Darn, guys. What just happened? See, this is why ESPN is horrible. Really, right now? Why can't I find it now? Here it is. Okay. Oh gosh, that took forever. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Round one. I'll tell you what, I gotta eat something after this. I think I'm gonna eat some chicken parm. I think that's what I'm gonna make. Some chicken parmesan. Some chicken parmesan. All right, here comes round one. Volk versus Lopez, guys. You talk about good footwork. For Lopez, Volk has really good footwork. Nice lower leg kick by Volk. Volk does a good job of keeping his hands up, man. His defense, his defensive walls with his hands is really, really good. And his head movement as well, his in and outs are really good as well. Lopez right now, he's starting off slow. You know what I mean? This fight, he's starting off slow. Maybe he was giving Volk a little bit too much respect. You know what I mean? But he was starting off slow in this fight. Volk went in there, started implementing his game plan, started getting comfortable from the very first bell. Another lower leg kick by Volk, returned by Lopez. Lopez was very impressive in his last performance, man. It really was. Knocking out that guy, just crazy. Nice body kick by Volk there. Mustard says, "Man, Diego Lopez in my opinion, is the future of featherweight." I'll tell you what, based on his last performance, that was phenomenal. Phenomenal. And he was able to hang on. He was able to hang on and find success later in the championship rounds when it comes to Diego Lopez in this fight. Nice combination in the clinch by Lopez there. Nice overhand by Volk. Volk is just very technically sound. You know what I mean? The guy is just technically sound. He's good everywhere. You want to grapple? You want to wrestle? He could grapple and wrestle. You know what I mean? With the best of them as well. You want to strike? Man, the guy has a phenomenal striking. He can strike with the best of them as well. Oh, nice left hand that lands and rocks Lopez. Has Lopez retreating. Lopez is still not comfortable in this first round. He hasn't really found his spots just yet. A lot of his shots are missing because he hasn't really gotten, he really hasn't gotten warmed up yet. Nice, powerful takedown. Well, takedown attempt, and he does take him down by Volk. Tremendous power. He just, basically football ran right into his chest, pushed him up against the fence, and ended up taking him down. Nice knees in the clinch. This is good strategy. This is a good strategy by Volk to make Lopez work. You know what I mean? Attack that cardio. Nice takedown by Volk. And here he is. He's landing some ground and pounds here. Vicious ground and pound for Volk here. Lopez is trying to get an arm submission, but nothing there. Round is about to end. That's the end of the first round, guys. That is the end of the first round. Here we go. That was an exciting first round, man. It really was. That was a good first round. You see, right now, Lopez is getting great coaching right now. The coaches are telling him basically what to do in the next round, where he's going to find success. Same thing for I haven't heard Volk's corner, but I bet they are saying, stick to the game plan. You're doing very well. I haven't heard anything, but in Lopez corner, that's basically what they were telling him. Here comes round two right now. Right now, Volk is very comfortable, very very comfortable. Lopez doing this. He's still doing a good job of applying pressure, of basically being right there in front of his face. Excuse me, guys. Lopez looks like he's just waiting. You know what I mean? He's just waiting to counter strike Volk, and it's like you're not gonna beat Volk that way. This is only the second round, but it's. I mean, even right now, you see the difference between this fight and the last fight. Lopez started off just like a bat in a hat. You know what I mean? Like the dude just went. He went for it and ended up finding success even early on in that fight. But in this fight, he's being patient. He's not rushing it, and yeah, he's getting beat right now. But he, the best discipline that I could see from Lopez right now is that he's being patient, and that's what you need to be is patient. But stick to the game plan, be patient, but also you have to land. And unfortunately, in the first and second round, he's having trouble landing. But the patience is there, and that's a good look for him because he never quit on himself. Right now, nothing significant has happened. They're just both landing, jabs, and they're moving around in the octagon right now. Nice body kick attempt by Volk there. Wow, Volk lands a nice combination there. And now he goes for a double leg takedown. Lopez does a great job of keeping this fight on the feet. Doing really good at keeping this fight on the feet. A minute and 30 left in this second. Volk has him pushed against the fence. Once again, trying to zap out that cardio. Nice jab by Lopez on the break there. I mean, in my belief, I think Volk has two more fights, and in my opinion, those two fights, man, okay, yeah, he'll defend his belt next, most likely in January against Morales or somebody like that. And if he does, I think the next fight for Volk should be Marab. That's the only fight that I would like to see. I would like to see nice combination by Volk there, but I would like to see Volk versus Marab. I would want to see that fight. I really do. If only Marab would, move up, you know, but I don't think he would want to vacate his title. You know what I mean? But I do. Oh, Lopez lands an overhand and rocks Volk. Volk falls to the ground with seconds left in the second round. Lopez found some success in that round, guys. He got cut up right there. Lopez got cut. I mean, not Lopez. Volk got cut on his right eye. He has two significant cuts there. Vicious. He got hit with an overhand. Those are some ugly cuts underneath his eye. If they were above his eye, that would be worse, but that's pretty bad right there. They're close to his eyes. That's two pretty significant cuts right there. Damn. Lands an overhand that, Lopez landed a nice overhand. Lopez has power in his hands, guys. All right, here comes the third round, guys. This is where Lopez ends up finding a little bit more success in the third and fourth round. Or maybe he's in the third round, maybe. Or in the fourth round, excuse me. Nice jab by Volk. Right now, Lopez looks better on the feet. You know what I mean? Even and when I say better, he's really throwing with confidence now. He's really throwing with confidence in this third round. He hasn't landed anything significant, but at least you see him throwing with confidence. He's actually trying to land multiple punches and combinations here. In these championship fights, man, you have to slow things down, and I think Lopez did a good job of, slowing things down, slowing it down. Oh, what a nice right hand combination by Lopez here in the third round. Nice lower leg kick was checked by Lopez. That overhand, Lopez, he landed it once and he's trying to land it again. You know what I mean? He's timing it. He's timing it. He's already thrown it a few times, but he's timing it. Nice jab by Volk. Oh, both guys land a hook. Nice jab by Volk. Lopez now is moving his head around. And Lopez is so much bigger. Like he outsizes Volk. Like when you look at them, man, he's so much bigger. I wonder how much weight does he cut to get to this division, man. I know Volk cuts a significant amount as well. Nice overhand by Volk there. Volk goes for a takedown. Lopez does a good job of shrugging him off. A minute left in this third round. Nice body kick by Lopez. Once again, man, like I said, Lopez is he's showing patience in this fight, and that's what you need in championship fights. Patience and poise, man. He's doing well. Early on, Volk was finding success, but later in the fight, he hasn't slowed down. Oh, that spinning back kick almost landed. Oh, nice right hand by Volk, but Lopez is attacking him now. 10 seconds left in this third round. About to move into the championship rounds here, guys. All right, the end of the third. That is the end of the third, guys. Both guys land. One lands an overhand and one lands a uppercut. I thought round one and round two were Volk. Round one and round two were Volk. But it was very close in that second round just because he did get knocked down, right? But I still gave it to Volk. So one and two were Volk. Third, I gave it to Lopez. I gave the third to Lopez. And here comes the fourth. Championship rounds, guys. Championship rounds. Here we go. Nice right hand by Volk. Nice lower leg kick by Lopez. Nice overhand. Nice lower leg kick by Volk there. Return by Lopez. 3 minutes and 25 seconds left in this fourth round. This fight is still close right here in this fourth round. I don't know who's winning this fourth round. Nice takedown attempt by Volk. Shrugged off by Lopez. Very good. Nice push kick by Lopez. Nice jab by Volk. Jabs are very good by Volk, utilizing that in this fourth round. Yeah, man, I think the last fight for Volk should be Marab, or if not Marab, then I don't know. Nice 1-2 return by Volk. Oh, overhands. Lopez is attacking him in this fourth round. Excuse me. Nice overhands by Volk, but Lopez is attacking him. Nice combination by Volk. Lopez answers. He's attacking a minute and 45 in this fourth. Volk is retreating right now. Nice body kick by Volk. Trailblazer. How you doing, Trailblazer? Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. Hopefully you're having a good one, man. What is going on? What is going on? Man, Lopez was attacking. He was attacking Volk with an onslaught. Volk was doing a great job of answering back, though. That's what kept him alive. Was his actual answer, like his actual hooks, and basically trying to answer back. Oh, nice jab. Nice overhand by Volk, though. Man, that round was Lopez. So round 1 and round 2 for Volk. Round 3 and round 4 for Lopez, guys. That's the way I see it right now. That's the way I see it, man, to be real with you guys. Man, it's getting dark out here. Damn. Got a little dark out here, huh? Got a little dark. Had to put on the light. You know what I mean? But here we go. Fifth round championship rounds here. Diego Lopez and Volk. This is a crazy battle. It's been a good fight, guys. But here we go. The last round. Okay. I think this fight is tied up. It is tied up. Here we go. 4 minutes and 45 seconds in this fifth round, guys. Nice body kick caught by Volk. Ended up catching that one. Nice right hand by Volk. Spinning back kick by Lopez misses. Nice head movement by Volk in that combination. He lands his, but Lopez didn't get a chance to land his because Volk utilizes head movement. Oh, double right hands by Volk. Nice jab. Now he's being super technical in this fifth round. Another jab. Another overhand combination by Lopez, but nice lower leg kick by Lopez. Man, another 1-2 combination for Volk. Oh, nice right hand for Lopez. Volk does a good job to clinch. Gets out of the way of the elbow. Great reaction by Volk, man. He has good reaction time, bro. Even at his age, it's crazy. Lopez is applying pressure right now. Volk doing a good job of just trying to utilize his takedowns. Lopez says that was another eye poke, but I didn't see it. I don't know if it was. Man, these eye pokes are terrible, bro. What's going on out there? 2 minutes left in this fifth round. Nice jab. A strong jab by Volk. Pushes Lopez head back. Oh, nice combination. Nice knee by Volk in the clinch. Man, Lopez, that elbow came so close to landing, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. A minute and 20 seconds left in this round. I think Volk has this round in the bag, in my opinion. He's done a good job to utilize his jabs, staying, in the forefront when it comes to, scoring points. Volk doing I mean Lopez doing a good job of applying pressure, but he's getting hit with jabs. Those are points. That's points. Lopez trying to land the power punch. The right hand and the left hand, the overhooks and the left overhooks. Lopez is trying to attack. He lands a left hand. Lopez is attacking him. Lopez did a good job of staying poised and never quitting on himself, man. That's what you need. That's a good one. Well, I give it to definitely I give it to Volk, guys. You know what I mean? He got hit too many times in that fifth round when it came to Lopez. So you got to give it to Volk. Great performance. Great performance by Volk. Great performance by Lopez too. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see Lopez in another title fight, to be honest with you, against whoever. Now, when it comes to Paddy the Baddy, he has a lot of training to do, especially if he's going to fight Ilia Topuria. I see him getting dominated worse than JDM got dominated by Islam. Pure facts. Paddy Pimblett is not a great technical fighter on the feet like we all think we're sold. I'll tell you what, those announcers, those commentators do a good job of selling a narrative. But let me tell you something. He is not that guy. All right. And if he fights the top of the elite heat like Ilia Topuria, pure domination by Ilia. But anyways, guys, you already know what this is. This is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel. The only channel where the fans come first, not last. I'm out of here, guys. One love. Until next time.